武者震いがする。久しぶりだな。追われる立場に戻るのは。
Volume 108 of One Piece has just come out, and everyone is super excited to see what's new. In each volume of the manga, there is that space, the SBS, where Oda-sensei answers a lot of questions. It could be about the story or even very random things. The cool thing is that there is always new and interesting information there. Speaking of news, in Volume 108, Oda-sensei talked a little more about several things, including Dracula Mihawk, known as the top swordsman in the world. Ever since Mihawk first appeared, it was clear that he was the man in the swordsman world. He was that goal that Zoro wanted to achieve, a challenge for him to overcome. At first, we didn't know much about Mihawk, but over time, we began to understand better who he is. So why is Mihawk so lonely? What happened in the past of the greatest swordsman in the world? Stay with me, we'll talk about this now. And well, my dear pirates. First, let's look at the revelations about Mihawk's past. According to Eiichiro Oda, Mihawk is a person who has a grudge against the Marines in the past and who has experienced great betrayal. In the sense of loneliness, he is just like Crocodile who doesn't trust people, and there is a part of him that sees the title and life of being a member of the Shichibukai as a means of protection. Quotes for Oda-sensei, being a Shichibukai, he wouldn't be pursued by the Marines, that's the way I think, at least. But now, that position has disappeared, so the idea now is to hide behind Buggy's shadow, I think. Close quotes. So Mihawk has a bit of a checkered past with the Marines? It seems that way back when, he had some kind of relationship with them, but was never actually one of them. Oda-sensei mentioned this, but the detail is that, at some point, the Marines tripped Mihawk. What really happened or why Mihawk felt betrayed is still a mystery. Maybe he wanted to join them or had some agreement that wasn't fulfilled. History doesn't clarify, but the betrayal left its mark. Marine Hunter. After this disappointment, Mihawk began to set his sights on the Navy, especially after gaining fame as a pirate. Who exactly he persecuted, we can't say, but they were probably responsible for his betrayal. That made his head worth a handsome reward. It didn't take long for the world government to notice the problem Mihawk was causing. To resolve this, they made a deal that ended up giving Mihawk a Shichibukai position. This meant less headache for him, as he would no longer be pursued by the Navy. Mihawk, Shichibukai and Cross-Guild member. Living as a solo pirate was getting difficult for Mihawk, but he wasn't ready to face the strongest in the Navy alone. Joining the government and becoming a Shichibukai brought a certain peace. Still, he continued looking for a worthy duel, until he found Zoro. Mihawk saw him as a future opponent and decided to wait for the right moment to challenge him. Over time, the setting of One Piece has changed a lot. The warlord system has fallen, and Mihawk now hides under the protection of Buggy, the new Yonko. He joined the Cross Guild, along with Crocodile and Buggy, placing bounties on government leaders, stirring up the entire world. The Cross Guild is now a key group in the quest for One Piece, dragging Mihawk into the center of the action. With the story approaching its end, fans are eager to see how Oda will develop Mihawk's trajectory, especially in his inevitable confrontation with Zoro. For now, we are left with expectations and theories about Mihawk's past and his betrayal. But I want to know your opinion about everything we commented here today. But of course, if you made it this far, it's because you like the content, so it doesn't hurt to subscribe to our channel and become one more member of our fleet, my dear pirate. And of course, do not forget to press the like button, that helps a lot in spreading the video and the channel, so help us to become the largest fleet of pirates here on YouTube, okay? A big hug for everyone. And until the next video.